Yeah, yeah. I went to go get my shake and I made sure that I hit record because I did a podcast with somebody, hour and a half, didn't record it.
Oh no. Was that for Rowing on the Square?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
talking to my friend Paige. She just had a baby. So I
Mm.
was doing kind of like return to row postpartum, and we had a great conversation. And I was so angry. I was so angry.
Oh.
But we were doing it during Thanksgiving week, and you know how like you're just so busy, and
Yeah.
we both were kind of squeezing it in, with all the
Hmm.
other things that we were doing. The only consolation is that the transcript, I still have the transcript, I have the summary. So I think I'm going to have my virtual assistant turn that into some posts on Instagram. So take a look. Those should be coming at one point or another once I get all the information organized into kind of little snippets. And so she'll try to talk about like return to row post baby. So
That's awesome.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was so sad that I didn't
I'm
hit
sorry.
record. So now like I'm like obsessed about it. I'm like, as soon as I turn it on, I'm gonna hit record and make and double check that the little light is on. And yeah, I don't know how I missed it. But tell me about, you went to Orlando, right?
Yeah, we were down in Orlando. It was very nice weather, except for it did get a little chilly. Chilly, not cold, not snowy towards the end of the week. So no poolside lounging on Friday, which is our last day. We left really early on Saturday. But it was really nice just to be down there. I mean, we always have gone down, not always. I mean, we went down there probably three other times. I'm gonna say it's three other times, maybe just two. I can't remember. But my parents have the Marriott Vacation Club, so
Oh, cool.
we went down a few times with them, and it's always nice to just be with them. I mean, we kind of miss seeing Chris's side of the family because when we're here, we do kind of jam it all in and we see everybody. But my parents weren't able to make it this year, but they insisted we still go. So we did have a great time. We got to see Epic Universe, which the kids were really excited about.
Did you go to the Nintendo thing there?
Yeah. So they
No.
have so it only opened, I think in July, if that's
Mhm.
right, sometimes
Yes, it
recent.
was definitely July because my son's obsessed with it and he's very angry
Oh,
that we have not gone. So, yeah.
well, it's better probably that you wait because I think it's just like I think it was peak time for us when we were down there. So like
Oh,
it
okay.
probably wasn't as bad the week before we went and like leading up to that, but with the break week, I think it just like went back to like the insanity numbers. Like it wasn't, I should say, I mean, we did get to go on rides. So I mean, like I can imagine a time when it could have been a lot worse. Maybe not a lot worse,
Yeah.
but the crowds were really there's a lot. And then the wait times were pretty insane. Like we waited, I think, God, it had to be either, I mean, we just didn't even pay attention at that point. I think the wait time was posted as like 180 minutes. I think we were probably in line for about that much time.
Wow.
Um, and the one thing I would say, like, this is totally random and not something that's on topic with our channel, our podcast, but I've watched a couple of reviews. Like, I like to kind of know what I'm getting into, and apparently nobody else in my family cares. So, like, I had told the kids, like, watch some videos, like, figure out which ride you want to go on, like,
Yep.
all of that. And anyway, so I was trying to like figure out what everybody would want to do because my kids are also not huge amusement park kids. Like,
Oh, okay. Okay.
they do not like scary roller coaster rides, but they actually, I don't know if it's because they didn't really know what the ride was. The first one that we did is called Hiccups Hang Gliders or something like that. So it's in the How to Train Your Dragon world.
Hmm.
Isle of Berk, I think it is. And there has it's weird the different universes that they have there. So they have the Isle of Berk, they have the Harry Potter section, they have a dark universe, and then they have the Super Nintendo world.
Yeah.
And the rides are not evenly distributed at all.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
which is weird to me. Like you would think you would have like an even amount spread
Mhm.
out.
Yeah.
But the rides seem to be very heavily concentrated in the Isle of Berk. And then probably next would be the Super Nintendo, and
Okay.
then Epic or the Dark Universe, and then Harry Potter has literally one ride.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay. I thought there
So,
were two guys in the Harry Potter, but we haven't been there. So yeah. Okay. All right.
but that's just for that So Epic, the weird thing is it's not even connected to the rest of Universal Studios.
Oh,
Like it's
okay.
there is no part of the property that touches the other part of Universal Studios. It's in its own little space. Yeah, so that was kind of surprising to me. So like the Harry Potter worlds, so we've been to the Universal Studios
Hmm.
twice,
Hmm.
and then so when we went back the last time, Hannah really wanted to do the train for Harry Potter.
Okay.
The only way to do the train for that is you have to get tickets to two different parks.
Oh,
So
God.
they really get you in that one. And I don't remember, I think it's like Island Adventure and then the regular Universal Studios because the train, like in order to get on the train, you have to have tickets to get into the other park because it connects to the other park. And
Okay.
there's a whole other Harry Potter section in that park with different rides.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So, so this one
Gosh.
is its own spot, but it has just the one ride in that, and then the Isla Burke has a bunch. So anyway, the first ride we got on and we waited in line for probably an hour and a half was the hang gliders, or I don't, I'm getting the name totally wrong, but you would think there's a ride that you kind of see and almost walk under when you're
Mhm.
in line, and it looks like you're on a hang glider. That's not the ride. That's not where you're getting on. I can't remember what that one's called, like How to Train Your Dragon. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
another name. This one is a roller coaster.
Oh no.
And it's not the upside down roller coaster, which my kids insist they do not want any part of.
Hmm.
But once we were like in line, you're just standing there, you're like looking things up, and I'm like, okay, you guys know this is like a roller coaster. And I showed them like a video and everything. And then they kind of were like, okay. And then we saw it. So you do see it go by or on top of you, depending on where you are in line.
Hmm.
And they were like, okay, I don't know. And then, we kind of get I don't know if I could do this kind of thing. But they did. Chris didn't go on it, not because he was scared. He loves roller coasters, but because you can't bring your bag on it, which,
Hmm.
okay, totally makes sense. But they only have these lockers, which are very interesting. But the locker would not fit his backpack because he's got a
Oh,
backpack, like a hiking backpack that has
yeah.
a frame in it. And the
Oh,
frame would
let's
not
see.
fit. It
Yeah.
was too tall. And so they said, I think they were saying something like, I think kind of the idea of like the ch child swap. I don't know if you've ever,
Yeah. Yeah.
which
Yeah.
seems like a weird concept, but basically what they let you do is like if you wait in line and then
Mhm.
you are the one with the ch child that's not riding,
Yeah.
you stand off to the side with the child, and then your partner goes on the ride, and then when they get off,
Then
like you
you get to.
switch
Yeah. Yeah.
being with the kid, but then you don't have to wait in line again.
Hmm.
So I think that's what they were trying to tell him that he could do, but he was at that point, he was not going to do that. He was just like, whatever. So he didn't go, but he probably would have loved it. It was a really good ride. It was scary. Not scary, it was like the
Hmm.
drop kind of feel.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I wasn't sure how the kids were going to like that, but they loved it. They absolutely loved it. So now they can say they're roller coaster kids. They just haven't done
Yeah.
upside down ones. But yeah, so that one was really probably my favorite. And we finally got to go on the mine cart Donkey Kong one. That
Okay.
was the longest line.
Hmm.
That took forever. And we were not ready to say it was worth we'll just say 3 hour wait, for
Oh
how
my
long it
God.
was. It was probably not 3 hours, but it seemed like it. But it was a good ride. But there were a lot of other rides. Like the Yoshi one was really lame and short. Other people seem to like it. I don't know. Probably because you like get to see a lot when you're in it. Like the whole world is there for Nintendo World, which is pretty
Okay.
cool and
Yeah.
magical as like a
Hmm.
Nintendo girl, like growing up playing Mario.
Yeah.
But it's not like the ride itself is pretty lame. It's also lame that you have to be a certain height to ride it because it is literally it is like the slowest ride.
Hmm.
And all it is just a train. Like it's just like like how they have like depending on I haven't been to Darien Lake in I don't know how long, so I don't know if
Yeah.
there's an equivalent, but like just a train that mostly you just ride on to like see parts of the park.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that is what Yoshi's ride is.
Oh,
So why
okay.
do you need a height requirement to sit in? I don't know. Stupid.
Especially because it's probably the little kids who would enjoy it the most, right? Like,
Yes. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. So if you had little kids, I don't think this would be the park for you because the only rides they could probably ride would be there's no like little kid rides. There is a carousel. So we did do the carousel at the end. That was the last one we did. It's pretty cool. It's a different kind of carousel. That's what
yeah.
makes it cool. I mean, itself, it's really quick. The lighting and the whole vibe of it's pretty neat, but
Uh,
it's a carousel. But yeah, it was cool. I would recommend it. I think your kids will appreciate not going right away. So you could tell them I told you that.
okay.
That
Okay.
hopefully like the
The
hype of
newness,
it will
slow
kind
down.
of
Yeah.
slow down and yeah. Same reason why I haven't been in the Bass Pro Shop yet here in Clifton Park when it opened in August.
You don't want to go in until like the
Whew.
newness, people just walking around and being there and being busy
Yeah.
wears off. I get it. I get it. Yep.
Yeah, but how was your Thanksgiving week?
Thanksgiving week was exciting and crazy and all kinds of things. The family was in. My brother and sister were here. They helped take care of mom, which was neat. So I kind of got a little bit of a break. I decided that I was going to do small business Saturday.
Yeah.
So yeah, just trying to fill my week up when I was supposed to be resting. And that went well. I had about 12 people come out. After I kept telling people, oh, it was like 5 or 6 people, but after I counted out who showed up, it was about 12 people total, which is
Okay.
good. A couple
Yeah.
people, like maybe 3 or 4 out of those people were like brand new people. So that was really cool. The clinic is kind of like all set up now. I had a client join us for the week because he was in from Seattle. He was visiting
Hmm.
family here in Rochester. So that was pretty neat. And there were a bunch of different connections. He's an occupational therapist. He was a hand therapist. We talked about a bunch of different things. So that was really, really neat. And the Bright and Burn training program is up and running on Crew Lab. So if anyone's interested in
I
joining that,
gotta do that.
it's a running program. So the program
Oh,
itself costs $10.
okay.
You get 3 months worth of training that I've programmed out in Crew Lab. Right now for this month, I figured that people are going to kind of take it just a little bit easy. We're doing mostly like steady state work. We're doing some benchmark testing in Crew Lab, which will help to kind of establish your athletic profile basically. And then there's a couple days where I have strength work and I have videos inside of Crew Lab where I have some strength work that people are doing. So the first strength work video is in, this week's worth of exercises are in. I can put the link to the registration in the show notes for this podcast. And so then you can really join at any point. So you can join now, December, you can join in January, you can join in February. It's just that the program will build on itself. So if you join in January, you would have missed kind of all the steady state work and
Hmm.
you'll get a little bit more speed work. We're probably going to starting to work on peak power right now, but we'll probably really get into that in January. And then we're going to be doing some like over target pace kind of stuff in February to prepare for the actual race. So,
Great.
yeah.
So, yeah, we could put the link in on Instagram too. We can do it on their stories, I think, and then
Yeah,
I'll see you there.
I'll send you the link in a message so that you have
Yeah.
that and you can let people know about it. And so that's what's kind of coming down the pike. Super exciting, kind of getting all that organized and trying to organize that during Thanksgiving week was a
Hmm.
bit of a challenge. And I have all these really lofty goals, and then it's like, oh yeah, I gotta like actually go and record this and like give details. And I forget that not a lot of people have been using Crew Lab. So if you're not
Hmm.
familiar with Crew Lab, there will be a learning curve. You'll have to kind of take some time with it. You can link your Garmin to it. You can link your Strava to it. You can link erg data to
Okay.
it. If you use Row Hero will link to erg data, which will link to Crew Lab, so you'll be able to push workouts.
Boy.
But
Okay.
it's one of those technology thing that's going to take a little bit of doing. So,
Okay.
so if you're not excited about learning a new app to use, it'll take you a little bit of time. It's pretty intuitive. Like, when you pull it up, there'll be basically just like a daily check-in. You do the daily
Okay.
check-in and then the stream will show up for all the people who are on the Bright and Burn training team.
Hmm. Okay.
You'll see because I exercise I may not be doing the exercise of the day. So like today, my run will show up on the little ticker tape when I do my strength work, which is an assigned exercise that'll be later today that I'll do that. So that will actually populate on there. And then you can see when other people are doing their workouts. You can like workouts. You can add videos of your own. There's a general video library that I'm going to be sharing with everybody, or I share with everybody. And that's where the instructional videos are. So, but when you join, there will be a video on a landing page, like on the thank you page, which will teach you how to then go and get into Crew Lab. That's
Okay.
pretty much the most important part. And then people have been writing me questions on the side, like, oh, I can't do this, or how do I do that? And I'll answer them as quickly as I possibly can. But I'm learning what the common questions are, so then I'm going to be having more videos added to it. So.
Now, is there a cost to download the app for Crew Lab?
There's no cost for the Crew Lab app. To
Okay.
get the codes for the team is where you would do the registration and pay the $10.
And that's for you, like that's
That's
for
yeah,
your
that's
program.
yeah, that's
Okay.
for the program. So
Okay.
I think I'm not exactly sure how much the Brighton Burn is going to cost this year, and they're not
Hmm.
doing a virtual option. So
Okay.
just as an FYI, last year was $10 for the Coxswain's race and $20 for an individual rower. I don't know what the plan is for this year. I've been talking back and forth with them because their registration opens. It was supposed to open yesterday on Regatta Central. So, but I didn't go in and register quite yet, so I have to kind of ask them. So, yeah, that's kind of the new excitement through December, getting that all set up and working on the clinic, getting clients in and just kind of all that good stuff.
So I don't have to actually do the Brighton Burn if I want to participate in this program because we have, like I said, they have the Mohawk Meltdown here. So it would line up because I think the dates kind of line up, but that would
Yeah.
be okay, right? Like we
Yeah,
don't have
yeah.
to commit to
If
that.
you're not doing the Brighton Burn, you don't necessarily, I mean, you could still do the training. The
Hmm.
training will still help you get fast for your 1K or 2K.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Do you choose which one you're training towards, or does it just like it's an overall
It's
program?
an overall program. I
Yeah.
think as I get into like January and February, there might be kind of like separation. Like I might have a workout that's if you're training for 2K and a workout that if you're training for 1K. So I'll kind of program it out that way. But right now, it's just in general doing base work, just trying
Hmm.
to get all the exercises too are just kind of body weight exercises, just kind of getting people moving and such. So it'll get a little bit more specific as we head into January. So.
Cool. Well, I'm excited for it. I'm gonna do it right after our call.
Okay. Perfect, perfect. I'll send you the link. I'll send you the link.
Yeah. Especially
Yay.
today, we're shut inside. I already got the text from Chris, don't leave the house. It's lots of accidents.
Oh, wow,
Yeah.
wow. Hey, how much snow do you guys have right now? I mean, do you have a significant amount right now?
No, we had, so while we were gone, I think we got maybe 2 or 3 inches. I don't know. I don't know what it was like when it first fell. But my father-in-law was very kind and he shoveled our driveway.
Mhm.
So we didn't come home to a driveway that was covered. But we did have quite a few inches. So that didn't really go anywhere. Maybe it melted a little bit. But yeah, so it's supposed to just snow all day.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, we're supposed
Yeah.
to talk about holiday
Christmas
gifts,
gifts,
right?
holiday gifts. Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
I did make some notes. I don't know if you saw the notes that I had made, but um,
I saw the little thing I was supposed to click on, but I don't think I clicked on. So let me head in here
yeah, I'm gonna pull it up too.
and
We
look at the
don't.
notes.
Yep. And I figured we could kind of go off the cuff too if we have ideas.
Mm-hmm.
And I did have I had a section. Well, the first thing here, I figured you would have some input too.
Yep.
Um, So I broke this down. I thought maybe we could do it this way because I think depending on the audience for the gift, different people connect with rowing in different ways. So I think it kind of makes sense to do this in different ways. Maybe maybe we could start from the top. So
Okay.
for all rowers, so
Mm.
these would be gifts for all rowers. So I started with recovery items, aka foam rollers,
Yeah.
something I was thinking about for some people I know. Anything else that you would suggest with that?
Well, as far as like foam rollers and where to purchase them, if you're if you're buying it for someone who tends to lose their stuff, and you want to get them something that's kind of on the cheap, Five Below, which
Ooh.
I don't know if it's just a a place that we have around here, but it's like this. It's not the dollar store,
Mhm.
but it's not Target.
Yeah.
But it's not, it's like this in-between store where they have a bunch of things that are $5 and below. And usually they, like back in the day, they used to have big foam rollers that were
Mhm.
probably not the super long ones, but they were like the half size ones.
Mhm.
And I don't know. Oh, you know what? I do have a Five Below roller here. So I love their foam rollers because they're just a little bit more forgiving. If you're buying a foam roller for someone
Oh.
who, and look how short this one is. I mean, it's as long as
Yeah.
the forearm. This is a super short one. So you could
Yeah.
put this one um in your gym bag.
Mhm.
If you lost it, you wouldn't be sad because it cost you $5. And
Mhm.
it has a little bit of give to it. If it's someone who
Hmm.
hasn't been foam rolling a lot, or if it's a kid, these are
Yeah.
really great foam rollers. They're lightweight. If you lose it, you're not sad. So I like this idea of going to Five Below. They also have like a smaller, I've gotten like a smaller one that's kind of like even thinner and it has little lumps and bumps on it. That one's
Mm.
really nice, especially for like calves. You can do calves and thighs. A little bit harder to lie on this and do your lats because it's so tiny,
Mm.
but it is a nice option.
I like that.
Yeah, another recovery product. I mean, even just some lacrosse balls, those are
Mhm.
great for feet. Those are great for like kind of pinning the upper chest and doing like some windmills and getting your pecs. You can pin your back and you can kind of sit against the wall and do those ones. So lacrosse ball or put it on the bottom of your foot. Those are always good to have. They make prickly balls. There's expensive ones out there. So if you're buying this for someone who tends not to lose their stuff, who's very good with their things. You can buy them really nice, expensive ones, Fleet Feet, which is a running store. They have really great ones for like plantar fasciitis, and you can go on Amazon. Another foam roller or another rolling a recovery device. You just happen to be in the room where I've got all the stuff. So I know that they make
Perfect.
like expensive versions of this one.
Mhm.
This is a cheaper version. I got this off of Amazon. I like it because it's great for forearms. So some of the people who
Ooh.
are having trouble with their forearms and wrists,
Yes.
um, really great for that. You can get it all the way up to your biceps. Depending on how muscular and massive your thighs are, this one will open enough to do
Mm.
your thigh and it
Wow.
will open enough to do your calf. So
Nice.
this one's really nice. So I like these ones. The one I got, I mean, like this was probably $15 on Amazon. Could I break it if I opened it too much? Probably,
Mhm.
but I've been gentle with it. So,
Okay.
um, other recovery items. If people have bad feet and they want to work on like their toe mobility and foot mobility, it just happened to be where I have all my stuff. These are toe separators. So
Oh,
these are
like a
really
pedicure kind of thing,
yeah, it's like
almost.
just like kind of like the pedicure thing.
Okay.
There's different types like on
Hmm.
Amazon. The ones you get at the store for pedicures probably are a little less heavy duty, but this is like the same idea.
Hmm.
You could put these on and you could do your stretches sometimes I put them on for like 5 minutes and I'll walk around in them just to kind of stretch the musculature out in my feet and to strengthen my feet. These do require like a wearing schedule. Like you can't just put them on and wear them all day and then like not have like the biggest foot cramps ever. Um, you wear them for a couple minutes, you build up
Hmm.
to wearing them longer. It helps to just your feet have the same amount of muscles and movement in them. So, have using these can be like a little bit of a fun thing to strengthen your feet. If someone's complaining of arch pain, foot pain, plantar fasciitis, any of that, toe separators are a good way to start and stretch for them.
Ooh. I need to mark that down. We have a lot of plantar fasciitis going on in this house.
Yeah, I mean you could put those on and do like your heel raises. I mean it's just
Mhm.
there's a lot of really great things you can do while you have them on. I mean you could do your squats while you're wearing them to help with like your alignment and like trying to keep your feet like really grounded as you move. So it's a good training item that's kind of unusual. You might have to explain why you gave this person toe
Mhm.
separators. And if you need help explaining it, just shoot me an email. I'll send you some information on it. But those are the oh, and one more.
Mhm.
The classic stick.
Oh
So,
yeah. Yeah, we
this
got
one
one of
I think
those.
is a Target one. Target has this
Okay.
one. This one's really nice. It's got the bumpies on it. Good handles on each side. I sometimes tell people a rolling pin.
Hmm.
You know, if I
Yeah,
have an
it's
athlete
basically.
who doesn't have one of these at home, I'm like, just if it's okay with your whoever your adult in your home is, you can use the rolling pin to do. This is good for like, I mean, you can do like forearms with it as long this one has good weight to it, so I can hold it with one hand and still function it. You can do calves, thighs. It's great to just kind of leave by the couch or next to the bed, and you can just kind of roll out real quick before you go to sleep or while you're watching TV shows. So this is a good option. A little long for a book bag.
Yeah.
So,
Hmm.
you know, if you're buying it for someone who's going to take it to the boathouse, like think about how big their bag is.
Hmm.
And I like the ones, this one has it's plasticky, but it's like kind of plasticky rubberized. I don't like the ones that are like, there's the ones that are like plastic little nubbits that are like all the way up and down it. I don't like those ones. I just don't
Hmm.
feel like you get a good roll with those.
Okay.
So, you know, make sure it has a little bit of life to it. Um, if you are going to Five Below, there is like a workout section there almost. So they have yoga blocks, hand weights. I got hand weights a one, two, three, four, five, six, and seven. I mean, they've got yoga mats. You could really do like if you want to do like a gift basket of some sort, like a recovery gift basket, you can get a person a yoga mat, a foam roller, some 2, 3, 4 pound weights to do some upper body work with. You know, you could kind of make something like that up, which, you know, maybe for a gift, like if you're doing a gift exchange at the boathouse
Hmm.
that might be a good place to go to grab all the things that you'd need to put in like a little gift bag exchange thing for the boathouse. So for a boat
Cool.
person. So yeah.
Nice. What, do they have resistance bands? Because I know you
Ooh,
can really
yeah.
stretch
Yeah,
nice with the
they have
resist. Yeah.
resistance bands. They have like hand strengtheners.
Oh.
Ooh, they've got those the discs, the little they're foam on top and then they're plastic on the bottom so that you can do like mountain climbers.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
And
I got it. Hmm.
like in and outs while you're doing push-ups and they
Yep.
have those too. Trying to think of what else they have. It's kind of a little versatile place if you are an equipment junkie, kind of like I am. They probably have those Pilates circles too, the ones that you can like put in between your legs and you can do leg
Mm.
raises and like
Hmm.
this and that kind of thing. They probably have that too. Another great spot to go to for random exercise equipment would be TJ Maxx, Home
Oh
Goods,
yeah. Hmm.
and Marshalls. So, you know, I cannot resist when I walk by something in there. You know, you could end up getting a kettlebell.
I
Kettlebell's
got,
great.
yep, that's where I got my kettlebell for work. I
Mm,
was on my lunch break one day and I was like, days when it's raining and I don't want to walk as I try to walk on my lunch hours. And I was like, I need something else. And so I grabbed a kettlebell. It was kind of funny because it's a little bit of a walk from my parking lot and I felt weird carrying the kettlebell. So I like had it in the bag, but then I had to hold it by the handle
Uh,
because I was afraid the bag would break. So I'm like very awkwardly carrying it back. Anyway, tangent. But yeah, I got my kettlebell there. No problem. I found it right away.
Another note on kettlebells is I love they have it at Dick's. It's a kettlebell and it's adjustable. It's
Oh,
not
those, yeah.
awkward.
Hmm.
And it fits the 1 inch plates.
Okay.
So you know how like the plates, like there's the 1 inch plates that will go on that little barbell, and you put the little doodads on the side. It's like they're adjustable.
Mm-hmm.
So this kettlebell comes with spacers. I think it comes with 3 or 4 spacers. The actual top bell is like 15 pounds. The bottom plate is 5 pounds, and then you have space to put 4 different weights in between them. So you can really make a lot of different things out of this one kettlebell without it being awkward and not being a kettlebell anymore, because sometimes when you like those
Mm-hmm.
adjustable kettlebells can be kind of weird. Um, but I really like it. So I have one in my gym. And so you just twist the top off, which is the top kettlebell, which is still 15 pounds. So you can just use that. You take the spacers out. You can put 10-pound weights on there, 2-pound weights on there, whatever it may be that you want to put on there, whatever weight you want to make. I forget the maximum weight for it
Mm-hmm.
because I
Mm-hmm.
think if you put 4 10 pounds on it, that's 40 plus 15
That's
makes
a
it
lot.
55, makes it 60. I think like the maximum weight is 60 pounds that you can make the
Yeah.
kettlebell be, if as long as you have all those plates. So
Mm-hmm.
if you're a person who already has the 1 inch plates at home, take a look at Dick's. They've got the adjustable kettlebell, and I love it. It's heavy duty, it's no plastic except for the spacers are made out of plastic. Everything else is metal, good threadings, like it hasn't de-threaded yet or anything like that. So I highly recommend that.
Okay, cool.
Hmm.
That's lots of good ideas there. One thing I was going to ask you about because someone else had recommended it, and she brought it to like some of the regattas, is a massage gun. How do you
Hmm.
feel about that? Do you have one?
I don't have one. We had one
Okay.
at the gym that I worked at. We had just like the traditional Theragun. And that one was super loud. I know they're
Mm,
probably like way better now, and like as a recovery tool, a lot of people believe in them and really enjoy it. Like I don't particularly like try it out before, you could buy it for somebody, but you have
mm-hmm,
to really enjoy like high percussive, like the sensation of high percussion. Like
mm,
I don't know if I like it as much as I should.
mm-hmm. Okay.
And it might be something like that you need to get used to.
Mm-hmm,
But there's a lot of different options now, and I think they make like a small one that's shaped like a triangle. And then if you do get one for someone, try to make sure that it comes with a lot of different attachments, because
mm-hmm.
some attachments might be more comfortable than others. Like there's like a
Okay.
large ball attachment, there's a small ball
Mm-hmm,
attachment, there's a pointed attachment. So try to get something that has a good amount of attachments. The other thing is make sure that it's not super loud. I mean,
mm-hmm,
because it does have, I mean, it's like, it's vibrating, so it's going to have like a lot of sound to it. You might want to look in the reviews and just make sure that people aren't complaining about it being loud
okay.
or uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
So, and
Yep.
then, the ability to kind of modulate the setting too, so that, maybe the old Theragun that we had just didn't go, low enough for me to actually enjoy it. Um, like I said, I haven't gotten a one for the clinic because I'm not a big, and I mean I do a lot of manual work, so I use my hands. So like
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather be like hands-on than trying to use the actual Theragun. But it's always good, like if you enjoy that, like if you I would say like if you enjoy a really deep massage, you
Mm-hmm.
probably would enjoy using the gun. Um like my brother-in-law had his just this past Thanksgiving, and he was just sitting at the table and just like I was like, dude, like that would, and that might be why I like such a soft foam roller. Like
Yeah.
yeah, maybe I just don't like that heavy touch. So if you're
Mm-hmm.
someone who like the person that you're buying for is kind of like the person who would go to a deep massage and want somebody to like put their elbow like in their quad, like that might be a person who would really enjoy a massage gun.
Okay, good. All right. Um, and then, okay, so I basically spandex anything that is going to be something that they're going to want to wear for training.
Mhm.
If you're just trying to find something to put under the tree or gift them, in a gift exchange or anything. Um, you know, anything spandex is what rowers are used to.
Mhm. Yep.
I think this probably is good if you're really like close with the person and you know like what they like in terms of or what they wear. Like I'm thinking a parent probably for like
Yeah.
me for my rowers, knowing what they need to wear for practice. And since they need to have it anyway, I might gift it to them.
I find that my kids, I tried to suit them up the same way that because they're doing like they do cross country and indoor and
Hmm.
outdoor. And by the time I got to outdoor, I was like, because over the holiday, I bought them like a lot of like long spandex to put underneath their stuff and like, like the warm ups to put under, and
Hmm.
they didn't wear any of that. They like
Oh, okay,
being
good
out there,
point.
like they like being out there in the cold. What they did wear my running kids did wear the tracksuits. Like if I bought them like the top
Hmm.
and bottom tracksuit, so then they wear those to do their warm up, but they take those off.
Hmm.
The rowers, when I was coaching, and even some of my injured rowers, I have to tell them, I'm like, you need to wear a full leg pant spandex.
Hmm.
Like
Hmm.
they'll go out there in the biker short even when it's like snowing. Like they're just gonna
Yeah.
show up to practice in like the smallest amount of stuff. Um, Maybe like a nice hat or a nice
Yes.
like I'm thinking like for the girls, like a
The
nice like
headbands.
yeah, the nice
Yeah.
headband. I could see somebody wearing that. The hat, they probably wouldn't. I'm
Hmm.
trying to think about my daughter. She wouldn't wear a hat if I bought her, but if I bought her a nice stylish headband, she would wear that. The buff, they might wear the buff,
Hmm.
but they might have a tank top and shorts, and then they're putting the buff on. But it's really hard. Like, sometimes they won't wear like the tech wear. The tech wear,
Hmm.
like the warming tech wear.
Oh, yeah.
You
It
know what
gets
I
too
mean?
warm.
It's
Yeah.
too warm. So like the best might be sticking with like a biker style short. Or my
Hmm.
my daughter won't wear the biker style short. She wants to wear the super short ones. I'm like, I don't know how you guys run around in those, but more power to you. And and maybe even if you can find a short sleeve tech wear, like a
Hmm.
thermal short sleeve,
Yeah.
might be a good idea for a rower kid. They might
So
actually put
I would
that
agree
on.
with, yeah, I would agree with that. I would say look at some pictures if you're not sure. Look at some pictures of the team like last year
Hmm.
in a colder race, or even not so much, because you will see, like at least with our team, that the kids will wear even a short sleeve, tighter,
Hmm.
white or black
White or black.
shirt
Hmm.
under their unis.
Yep.
So kind of get an idea because that might come in handy for races. I can't tell you how many times Hannah has worn, especially at the end of his fall season, beginning of spring season, pretty much any of spring season this past spring. Um, she's worn the tighter black. And I literally, it was my old one, and I think it was from Target, but it was a nice thick,
Hmm.
um, it wasn't like thick, like it had a fleece lining to it, but it had like some heft to it.
Yeah.
Stretchy, black, tight fitted shirt
Yeah.
under her uni. Um she I don't think she has a comparable white one, so it depends. Like sometimes they decide they're gonna go white or black. So I would think that comes in handy, but even the short sleeve ones, that actually reminded me, sun shirts are a really good one.
Mhm.
Last year I think we ordered them from King, from like the boat manufacturer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so the kids have these white hooded sun shirts
Oh,
that they
okay.
always forget to, like, we told them to pack it for Florida and they didn't.
Well, when I was doing the live stream for Head of the Genesee, Hobart, shout out to Hobart. Their guys rode by and they had these like perfect hooded like it came around like it just looked like it fit on their head really well.
Hmm.
And they were racing in them, and I forget whether they were short sleeve or long sleeve, but I was like, where did they get those? Because they looked so comfy and warm too, but not like overly warm where like I couldn't wear like I would be trying to take my hood off during the race. Like it looked like it was some type of tech wear and it was tight enough and it was they were like perfect shirts. So maybe they got those from King too. Maybe they were just a sun
Maybe.
shirt
Hmm.
that they were
Could
wearing.
be.
Yeah. Like,
Adrian, that I'm realizing that we're coming up on our hour, and
oh my
we
goodness.
haven't really gotten very far on this
No, no, we
list.
gotta keep moving. We'll keep moving on.
Leave it to us to like spend 3 hours on a Christmas gift guest list here. I know we mentioned this in the last one when we started
Mhm.
talking about this idea, but definitely a gift certificate to Rowing on the Square. We don't want to forget that one.
Oh yes,
That
good
was my
certificate to
next one on
rowing
the
on the
list.
square. The link is up, or the link is active. I just have to put it somewhere. I don't know if I've put it anywhere yet. So I might have to put it like on my website. So I'm gonna try to have it put on the front page of my website so that you can get a gift certificate for a virtual session for rowing on the square. All the back end stuff is taken care of. I just haven't put it on the website yet. So I will make sure that my virtual assistant remembers to do that because I know that we actually made the link last week. So
Cool.
that's ready
Awesome.
to go.
So I did break this down to the next group was for teen rowers.
Mhm.
More so because, I think for the first one, merch from their team order. I mean, we do orders for our master's group, but I think, at least with the teens, like with the high school groups, they
Yeah.
probably have them. I mean, we have them multiple times throughout the year.
Mhm.
So don't wait until the one right before the
Yeah,
holidays
yeah, you won't get
because sometimes timing is difficult. But throughout the year, if you remember, like place a couple orders because we've bought so much stuff with the team merch and it
it.
gets used all the time. So
Yep.
definitely comes in
Or
handy. And
reach out to your t-shirt person
hmm
on the team and say, "Hey, do you have any extra stock of anything?" They
that's
might
true.
have hats sitting around or even like because you guys do your regatta. So if you missed out
hmm
on getting a sweatshirt or a shirt from your regatta, if you contact the right people, you can see if you can get something taken out of a bin in somebody's
Yeah,
basement for
could
you to
be.
give it to your kid.
Definitely. And sometimes they even a certain percentage will even go towards the team. So, you're not only buying, your items, but like giving back too. So, um,
Mhm.
which is the next point, which is a donation towards a team or training trip. This is something that we're going to be kind of promoting a little bit more for
Okay.
our winter trip. Like trying to make it a little bit easier for people to meet their, what they have to pay for the trips, right? Trying
Yeah.
to promote like donating towards a trip. Um, and then, okay, from that, again, I'm trying to get through some more so people
Yeah.
have some more ideas. Metal displays. I see yours in the background, which is
Yeah.
very nice.
Mine's homemade.
Mhm.
So so
And Etsy, you can find those on
Etsy.
Etsy. I mean,
Mhm.
I want to say that it pops up on my Instagram feed, but it seems like it's from a TikTok shop. Not sure the quality of those, but
Yeah.
they're out there. You don't always have to get it personalized, but that's a nice touch. If you don't have time though, something that they can hang up or put a picture in. I know the kids have they did Taekwondo for years, so they each have one for different kinds for Taekwondo.
Oh,
Hannah
okay.
has one where you can put a picture in it. So
Mhm. Oh,
that's nice.
that's neat.
Um, so more for master's rowers, but definitely for maybe a college rower too, or somebody who is young but like getting into the sport, but definitely going to spend years doing it from now on. A speed coach
Mm-hmm.
would
Speed
be a
coach is
nice
a good.
gift if they don't have one.
Yep. Check out the NK website. That's where you
Mhm.
would pick one up. So
I
yeah.
think they're running a promotion. I think I saw like $70 off.
Oh
So
wow. Wow.
yeah, my thought bubble was going on that one.
Another one would be Expo. I just talked to the creator of
Oh.
Expo. It's like a Empower Orlock kind of thing.
Oh yeah,
And
I saw
comes with like a
those.
little tablet and
Hmm.
it's neat. You can get force curves in real time while you're out rowing. So they're pricey. I mean they're in the thousands, but I mean it's for someone
Hmm.
who's really wants to buy them something for themselves super special. Expo is something to think about. So the
Hmm.
website is like xboat.com.
Cool. All right, I have to look at that one. But I don't know about 1,000.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, they're pricey. I mean, it's for the person.
yeah.
It's like, they're buying. It's like, you bought the
Hey, we
boat, and now you're getting the doodads.
yeah, exactly. So one thing my parents did, so they knew how much it meant to me for the first time I rode in the head of the Charles.
Oh.
That was in 21, and so my mom ordered a blanket. That's not on this list, but I I love this blanket. It is
Mm.
they did not have anything comparable this year when we looked. So I don't know if it's only online or if they just don't have them anymore. It's that fuzzy, bumpy fleece on the inside and
Mm.
then a nice smooth velvet on the outside. It's like a velvet
Oh.
navy and it says Head of the Charles, and I love that blanket to death.
Mm.
And they got a professional photo of our boat, our four, in front of, I think it's the Cambridge Boathouse, the
Yeah.
really pretty one with the white balcony.
Mhm.
And it says Head of the Charles on the bottom. So,
Love
and that's in
it.
my living room. So,
Oh, I love that.
usually if, or you don't have to get the professional one. If you were there with a team and somebody got some great pictures, get that framed and gift
Yep.
that. I think that's a nice gift too. Um, so moving on to family and spectators.
Yes.
So I can't tell you how much I love my binoculars. It took me a while to get used to using them.
Hmm.
Probably for some reason, the same reason why it's taken me still, I'm not there yet, getting used to using a mirror when I row.
Hmm. I don't
But
use one. I'm like, yeah, I have a learning curve.
I finally figured out like the best position, the best place to hold them, the best place to open them up to.
Hmm.
And it really comes in handy at these regattas because you can't see anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
It helps. Now,
Yep.
if only they had a way that you could use the binocular, I'm sure it's basically just having a really good camera.
Mhm.
But when I'm got my binoculars and then I want to get a video at the same time or a picture, that's a little challenging.
Yeah.
But love my binoculars. Definitely would recommend those for parents, for spectators that are
Yeah.
there and
Hmm.
want a little bit more visibility.
Yeah.
Um, Camp chairs, I think, if you don't have some nice ones, you're going to be
Yep.
sitting at a lot of these regattas. Maybe some neat features. We have the very basic old ones that come in a bag.
Yep.
But I've seen some really nice, more
Oh, yeah.
comfortable looking ones that have more attachments or places to put things or recline or put your feet up or have a awning on top or have a whole like enclosure part to it.
Yeah.
You could go in many directions with that. A stadium jacket. So this
Ooh.
actually, we have one. I just ordered one because I wanted to try it out and see if it came in handy. It's
Hmm.
very heavy, very warm. Um, Basically like a bathrobe, but with a outer lining that's waterproof.
Ooh.
Um, and I still only have the one. Haven't found the need to get more than one yet,
Yeah.
but I've used it and Hannah's used it. So at different times.
Okay.
And it's just like a big, huge thing. It's like just throw it on,
It's like
like
having like a
one
big old
size fits
blanket
all.
on. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, yeah, like a huge poncho, but like thick and waterproof. Well, ponchos are, but
Yeah.
yeah. And absolutely, you have to have the right footwear.
Yes.
Rain boots.
Hmm.
And the tricky part with rain boots is finding ones that are good for walking too.
Yeah.
And then sometimes you want them with a warm liner and sometimes you don't,
Yeah.
depending on the temperature.
Yeah.
So I haven't found the perfect pair yet, but if I do, I will share that. If other people have recommendations,
A
let us
lot
know.
of the Mercy girls wear those hunter boots.
Yeah.
And so I got like a faux hunter boot with
Yep, that's what I
with a
have.
hunter boot liner.
Hmm.
And it is true. Like, I mean, it is comfortable ish to wear to
Yeah.
walk around. And then the liner does help keep it warm. The best boot I ever got was and me talking about Five Below. Like I'm talking about all these really cheap stores, but sometimes like your stuff's gonna get trashed or
Yeah.
you might forget it at a regatta. So that's like I just couldn't
Hmm.
imagine having like these beautiful pair of owl bean boots that like I messed up or left somewhere. So or a beautiful pair of hunter boots. Like so that's why I bought the like Target style boot with the hunter liner because the hunter liner keeps the foot warm, but the Target style boot was just in case it got ruined. But the best ones I got were a set of boots from Walmart, like that
Mm.
had the liner like already in it. They're clunky, like my feet would definitely not feel 100% after wearing them the whole day, but my feet were always dry.
Mm.
And
Okay.
like they never, yeah. So like starting with a good external part to the boot, the liner you can always kind of figure out later, but sometimes you can take a chance on like if you think I'm only going to wear this like two times a year, maybe I just buy the cheaper ones and give it a whirl. If you have bad feet, like if you've
Mm,
got foot issues, like definitely I would go for something a little bit more high end. I would go to a Bass Pro, I'd try on a boot, I'd walk around in it, that kind of thing. So maybe a gift card with the note, hey, buy some boots with this. Um, but if you're just gonna kind of pick something out, like removable liner is
hmm
like the best option because like I wear those the hunter-esque boots without the liner and they're great like when the weather's kind of still a little bit warmish and for like I see you have coaches on here.
hmm
If you've got a coach in your life, the one thing I've always wanted I haven't bought was like a short ankle LL Bean duck boot. The
Mm,
reason I'm saying that is because no matter what time of year it is, I get in the launch and there's always, especially because like most of the boats are outboards, like there's probably like one like wakeless launch in the boathouse and I don't drive that one. So whenever I get in the launch, I always end up putting my sneaker in that little bit of water that's in the back of the launch. So if you got a coach in your life, the like ankle height, lightweight boot that they can wear in the summer. I mean, because
hmm
even in the summer, like I'm not gonna wear flip-flops.
hmm
If I need to have my feet covered, like I'm just afraid that something's gonna get dropped on my foot or something. So like I'm not gonna coach in my flip-flops, so I'm gonna put a sneaker on, but if I had like a lightweight ankle boot that I know that my foot would stay dry when I put my foot in that little bit of cold water that's in the back of the boat, like that would be real clutch. That would be keeping me super comfy. So that's my suggestion for the if you've got if you're super close to a coach in your life and you can
hmm
buy them a shoe like a ankle L bean duck boot.
I know Donna listens. Donna rose with me. She was in my Head of the Charles boat that I was talking about. She had bought boots last year and shared me the link, and I
Oh,
came so close to ordering them, and I never did. So Donna, if you want to give us, maybe you can come on and give us a review, or just tell us what
hmm
you think of those boots that you ordered because they did look very interesting. They were kind of what you're describing, but I
yeah.
think she bought them more for like the purpose. I think was going, being outside, and because our where we are in our boathouse does not get plowed,
Uh,
like the street gets plowed, but then like the driveway doesn't really. So you're literally like driving in snow that hasn't been plowed and
yeah.
walking through the parking lot, and then changing into your sneakers when you get there. So that
Mhm.
I think that was why she bought them. So I'm curious to find out like what she thinks of those boots. Um, yeah, so for coaches, that was the other thing I had on there. I didn't get very far on my list, probably just because of time. But I will say Chris was a coach back in the day. I was a coach. And I would say the things that we still use as a family that his girls made for him was, and I should have just brought it up, but it was like one of those fleece blankets. You buy the fleece by the yard, you
hmm
cut little strips at the
Oh,
end.
yeah.
It was two layers, and then you tie like as a team, maybe one day you just tie knots on each end just to keep the two layers together. And
hmm
then somebody had cut out burnt BH and then like an or, and then they had sewn that onto the front. And maybe it says coach, I can't even remember. So we still use that today. It is currently in our three-season room when it gets a little chilly. Well, now it's not used, but
Yeah.
it was out there if we were out there and just needed a little blanket. We used it all the time. And then the other one was an oar, like just a paddle that you would use like in your coach's boat, but then it was more of a decorative thing because all the girls had signed it. They put his favorite, the quote that he would say to them, which was, "We're in the business of moving boats." And then each of them signed it, and then they decorated it with like the burnt hills and their oars, just
Oh,
drawn on there. And
yeah.
that's nice. It's I think still hung up in our den. It may have fallen down at one point, but which also would be another idea to hang medals on. So if you wanted a little DIY thing, I know my teen is very particular about the aesthetic of her room, so I don't know if she would like that in her room unless it was decorated specifically for her aesthetic. But in a multi-use or a gym area, it might be a really nice place to hang it, and then you could hang the medals on the end of it. So
Yep.
yeah.
I like that. I like that. I think what else for coaches? Oh, well, I didn't mention the crew stop, which is rowing gloves.
Yeah, we forgot to mention those. Yeah.
The rowing gloves are great for people with delicate hands or people who develop blisters and need a way to protect their hands while the blisters heal. That's how I use mine. So
Hmm.
I'll row without gloves, and then if I get really bad blisters or calluses or cuts on my hand, I put the gloves on. It protects my hands. I can still go out for my row and not make it any worse. So, and the Crew Stop ladies have given me a coupon code. I think
Ooh.
if you buy them with the Rowing on the Square code, and I'll try to put this in the show notes, the code for it, you get 15% off, I believe.
Oh,
So
nice.
yeah, yeah. So and if you're worried about the sizing, don't worry because if you have an issue with sizing, they will make it right. So talk to Paige and Claire. And I forget the other sister's name. The three sisters who work on Cruise Stop. So, and if you're in the Rochester area, I'm a an official Cruise Stop location now. So you can purchase your gloves online and pick them up at my spot, or you can come into my spot and actually just buy them in person. So,
Well, that's handy. A lot of people like to pick things up in person, so that's
yeah,
great.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, and they make a sweep glove, they make sculler gloves, and they also make a paddler's glove, which is like
Hmm.
rather than just the usual glove has just the thumb and the three fingers and leaves the pinky open. The paddler has all five fingers.
Nice.
So yeah, and they have a lot of people who are using them. Like there's a couple different Olympians who use them and actually a professional paddler who uses them. So and Texas University, they all use it, or was it University? No, University of Texas, right? Other way
Hmm.
around. They do use the gloves and people love them. They're made by rowers. It's supposed to have a minimalist feel to it, but still the ability to protect your hands and have the grip that you need in order to get out there and row your best.
Yeah, I will attest. I use them and same thing. Like when you have a blister, it is torture to row with if you don't have something that's like protecting it. So, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see, is there?
Maybe we should, yeah, I don't know if we should end there because we are running up on
Oh, we are. Yeah,
time,
we are. Ah.
but I thought maybe what I could do, because I could add something on our Instagram as like a question if people have ideas and we can ask them to add to the ideas and then we can
Yeah,
keep that idea list going for people. And that way we can all share our ideas for holiday gifts.
perfect. Perfect.
Yeah, or birthday presents too for any kind of present.
It's always good to have lots of ideas when you're going
Hmm.
into the gift giving season. So
Yeah.
very
All
cool.
right.
Well, have a great rest of the week, everybody. Thank you,
Yeah.
Kate. And I'll make sure that we get all those links in the show notes and have a wonderful start to it might be mid-December by the time everybody's listening. This is the start of
Hmm.
December for us. So yeah, everybody take care and have a good week.
Yep. Bye. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening.